Gentlemen in the mix.
DJ's putting the heat, you better do this Hello, traders. Welcome to the Nvidia all-time high stream, and an animal spirit bomb's gone off. We've seen $200 first time ever, and after hours. At one point, I believe Nvidia was up nearly 2%. So just obligatory Jesus chimes here. Record close, of course. Exceeded that 1.618 fib extension with a candle close for the first time in human history. Like we had tested, traded above it intraday, but today was the day that everything was shattered. So people would ask, like, what's next for Nvidia target wise? Well, if we just exceeded a 1618, I mean, all we could do is look at, 225 psychological, but if you wanted a 2618, an outer fib extension, you're looking at pretty much $260, $259.96. So that if we're gonna reassume some price discovery, you've got maybe a target 260. I would say 225 first, psychological 250 maybe, but then 260 is a fib node. So that's what you got going on. Hype in the freaking chat. It was like the keynote today or whatever. There were like 6 different catalysts. But one thing that was crazy was Jensen Huang talked about robotics becoming the largest electronic aspect of the industry, was it? Yeah, which is crazy because, you have Tesla that largest electronics will be the largest electronics market. So humanoid robots, that's kind of scary, Westworld type stuff. So the future is now, old man, and the forward-looking market is repricing assets due to that, on top of quantitative tightening concluding, quantitative easing inevitable, interest rates getting cut. We have an interest rate cut like tomorrow, I think. And it's going to happen, 100%. I think they're going to cut 3 more times. It is predicted, right, by experts that 3 more times by the end of the year. So, bye-bye purchasing power, and look into the future. Robots, AI, automation. And someone requested UPS yesterday. We looked at that miserable trend, and it was just like, it doesn't even matter what happens. The worst things possible could pump the stock, and that's exactly what happened, right? They laid off 40,000 people getting laid off from UPS, and the asset pumped on that. So great for shareholders. If you're a shareholder, it doesn't really mean much due to how much value it's lost over all these 3+ years of the downtrend. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think expectations are so low, anything can rally the price when it's in the basement like that. So what's up, Trizver, Mr. Checkmark? What's up, G-Dog? What's up, chat? What's up, Wayne Batson? Jarzagar? Hey, it's Chip Flipper, man. What's up, dude? Yeah, so great stuff on Nvidia. Amazing. It's not just Nvidia that did something special. It was also Microsoft. We had a record close here, highest daily candle close in human history. Figured like we had an argument that was developing, right, where you could identify some confirmation of reaccumulation here. 1 and 2, and look at us now. I mean, we didn't quite get an intraday all-time high, but we were freaking close, man. We were about $2 away, but they just gapping up here. It's up another 0.5% after hours. So where are we? We're back at that magical golden mean ratio, 1.618, previous high point to low point. That's exactly where the reversal correction began on its last earnings, and its earnings coming up, right? We got one, they're reporting tomorrow, I think after market close. So here we are. Are we going to double top? Or are we just going to continue to massively pump?
Who is this? Sell it all.
Ring Ring, what's up, Marbob, dude? Is your refrigerator running? Because AI might control it now and make it run for you or something. Thank you, dude, for the 10. My robots, my clouds, my databases. Yeah. My workforce collapse. First because of, cutting fat, but then maybe it's going to be a secular trend of, like, if hey, the working man's in a recession and these companies are going to bounce back, they're not going to be hiring those people they laid off again. Like, oh, okay, 40,000 people, 30,000 people at Amazon getting laid off. Nah, those jobs aren't coming back because they've already figured out with AI and robotics how to cut through the fat, which are human jobs. Who wants to pay someone 50, 60K and they can just buy a robot one time and it pays for itself in a year or two through the work output. Yeah, we live in really interesting times. Times that humans have never dealt with quite like this before. So put on a bold face if you're a Zoomer just graduating college. It is gonna be tough. Just maybe learn how to be a plumber or a welder, a roofer, a contractor, something where AI can't really wreck your job it'll be a long time before. You gotta have high dexterity in tight places. Robots they're not gonna be, that's probably one of the last things they'll be able to do, to replace plumbers. So, but my UBI, I'm a communism. Let's go, dude. Communism, hype in the chat. All right, so good stuff. Record on Nvidia, record on Microsoft, record on Apple. And that's not even it. Oh, Apple, baby. It was an intraday all-time high, and it was formally, barely, by a little bit, the record close, the highest close in history. So you did both. But down after hours, about 0.25%. And this channel's beautiful, right? Test the top of it. You're not too far removed from the supply line. But eventually, no matter what happens, they could take it to 250. It doesn't matter because you'll just put in a higher low. Eventually, you're targeting 285, 300, 297, whatever, 298. And then 316 is the golden mean ratio. Okay, think about Apple. If it plays catch up, it will be at the 1618 at some point, right? Microsoft just re-hit its 1618 again today, leading into earnings. Nvidia just exceeded its 1618, had its first daily candle close above its same respective 1618 today, first time ever. Never closed above it until today. Google, though, has achieved its 1618. It's beyond its 1618 now. So how are you telling me Apple's not going to do that? And we have something to check up on. Let's see here. We did it, chat. We freaking did it. Apple they did it at the highs of day, okay? 3.99 trillion. So at the peak, when Apple hit $269.89 at the high of day, we saw $4 trillion. So that is your third asset company in the world at $4 trillion. So hype in the chat. We have more history. History on history on history. There you go, dude. So $269 on the dot. Yeah, the futures of, the Dow Jones pulled back a little bit. I'm looking at futures open and everything pulled back. But my God, we were melting up at the beginning of power hour before day traders took profit. And you tend to see small pullbacks before the close. But wonderful. Okay, Google, real quick. Intraday all-time high, but no record close. That was yesterday. You closed lower than yesterday's close. But you're up after hours, 0.31%. So we're talking about that 1618, you see? That's pretty much where it stalled out from mid-September all the way to late October, 5 weeks of consolidation before marking up again, breaking through that 1618. So Apple's got a lot of catching up to do, a lot of upside potential. That's what that means. So just wonder, where could we go? 275, 300, big psychological level on Google if they're going to just keep it running. So nice stuff. Stonks. Doing things. Then you had something also special today, not like as special as record closes, all-time highs intraday. That's great, but another Mag 7 did something special, and it was Tesla. Tesla, highest daily candle close of the year of 2025, confirmed, right? Just took out that 2025 high from October 1st, same price. A little bit, the close is just a little bit higher. So $460. They went up, and it's like nitpicking. What are these last levels? 465. right? 33, that high from December 26th of last year. They tested that and there was just too much supply there, so it pulled back. And then I think like kind of all the liquidity was getting sucked out of the market and just going straight up into Nvidia. It was the Nvidia show so hard today, all day. So I don't know, like, can we breach this last level? Because if you can, there's literally like 5% upside to go test all-time highs, $488.54. So rejoice for the Tesla bro. I'm a Tesla bro, right? Remember the trade setup. We've hit one target. We're waiting on target 2, which is all-time highs. So we're 5% removed from target 2 of the position trade, and then target 3 is in price discovery. So if you look at the monthly, the weekly, all you can do is just hold, sit on your hands, and just be patient, because this is a long time coming, bro. Right? 2 days and 21 hours till the highest weekly candle close in human history. Yep. We had a record in September, but this is about to clean it out. So things are very special above $400, 414 on Tesla. And then the monthly, again, we just looked at Aapl just breaking all-time highs. So there still really could be a lot more upside, talking about that 1618 if it does comparable performance to the other ones, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Google. When you think about Tesla here, they've already broken the resistance last month, and they've reconfirmed, well, they have confirmed for the first time in human history that old resistance from 2021, the everything bubble top, it's now support. So it's like you could be going into a multi-month, maybe multi-year uptrend. We already talked about last time we had sideways consolidation for like 2,000 days. They broke it, they back tested, then it was gone and went up 400+%. So we could be just getting ready to expand again. How can you say, oh, no way, dude, this is so bearish? 1,400 days. You bought the top of the everything bubble, which a lot of people did, and you didn't sell, you're barely up anything. So it's like, I believe Tesla is Goldman Sachs' largest holding too. Their single largest holdings, Tesla, Goldman Sachs. So it's just, you have institutions that believe in this, and I think it's a wonderful technical setup for way higher. So of the 7, I think it's the one with the most opportunity still, even after we got the best entry in the low 300s. This could be another major technical event with the back test. And then not just the back test, the strength going into the end of the month. That's very important too. And obviously it would be a record monthly close too. 2 days and 21 hours till Halloween and the end of the month. Inverse scary on Tesla. If you were a short seller bear, it would be super scary. So, all right. And might as well just look at those are like the most notable things of the Mag 7 today. Or let me just pull up but then you got the ones that are not that notable. I mean, like, it's really cool that Meta is above a key level. Really cool. Up after hours, 0.42% even. Painted a channel here, like anchoring on the bottom with just one on the top. Seems like it makes sense with some heartline support, heartline respect, resistance support, some resistance there, maybe resistance. I tried to anchor it the other way. It didn't work. There was so much violation on the bottom side. So this kind of looks pretty good. So if you look at it this way, there's a supply line right around where we are. We haven't even tested it yet. So, but the good news is you're above that old 2025, the February Q1 all-time high. You're trading above that unfilled gap below you. It's like a sneeze. I can't sneeze, but I have to sneeze. I'd like to see the market participants push the price to fill the gap and reconfirm this resistance as support. It would, knock out 2 birds, 1 stone. That would be really cool, because then someone could maybe strategize a tight stop and we could have some good upside maybe. But that's where we are on Meta. So it's like not that crazy. It's just nice that we're trading above 736, 740. That's really important. So the longer you stay above that, And I think the greater the chance we see much higher levels, at least maybe a retest of 782, 784. Okay, and then we can look at the other unmentioned, Amazon, as they're cutting crazy amounts of their workforce. We got another rally today that was up 1% at the high point, 231.32. You pretty much filled a gap, a candle close from September 19th. Unfilled gap filled. At the same time, you're approaching another major overhead resistance, 232.50. The dragon tail confirmed a couple days ago. And maybe, a bearish pattern with confirmation and a too bullish of macro. We discussed, like, it could dud out. You're just rectangling at this point. Someone could come in and be like, it's a weak cup with Hendel, man. I think it's just more of a, look, dude, 214, 215 is everything at this point. They've defended it once and twice and thrice. You're back above the 200 moving average. I think above 214, 215, you're okay. You're definitely okay. So bearish pattern and bullish, extremely, ridiculously, psychotically bullish trends, they're not going to be as reliable. But if they are reliable, they will oftentimes underperform. That is textbook so far. The sellers have been knocking on the door, but no one's home. No one's there to take them home to 200, 188 and lower for more moderate, better performance of this bearish setup. The bearish structure and bearish confirmation signature is just not working, which is good. It could dud out. This could be as good as it gets for the sellers before way higher. All right, there are your Mag 7s. So, okay, cool, dude. Cool story, bro. Real quick intel. Had a good day. Hit its highest level since April of last year. Hit a big resistance. If you ever break $43, man, it's probably a really smooth ride to $51. 54 is like an old 2000 all-time high. Tech bubble top. That's that blue level. And then, $58 after that. So up against a big resistance. And on the monthly, they're breaking a huge supply line. Goes back to April 2021. So
Carl tipped $25. Hey Mitch, let's check out $BA. Daily and weekly looking pretty nice. Is that a weekly or daily bull flag?
Is that a bull flag? We'll look at Boeing. Thank you so much, Carl, man, for the 25, dude. We'll take a gander. Oh, well, yeah, so didn't want to spend, I don't know, like look at Broadcom chat. Another, a record close. A record close on another huge market cap asset, $1.76 trillion market cap here. All about the data center, AI, growth, and seems like you're poised to breach this and run to insane levels already beyond the 1618. So
Mitch, call me evil, but I'm looking forward to SNAP funding running out. Christians and churches love to provide for those in need while telling them about Christ. This is what America needs.
$NVO.
What's up, Greg P? What's up, Anonymous? Thanks for 20, dude. We'll look at NVO. SNAP funding. Well, there were like 40 million people on SNAP benefits. So I'm sure that means there are millions of cases of fraud and abuse, but I'm sure there are also extremely valid reasons someone will be on SNAP, whether they've paid into the system, they've worked for a really long time, paid their taxes, they've fallen on hard times. I certainly empathize with those people, but absolutely in no way do I empathize with people abusing the system, which we have. I think we have millions of people that are intergenerationally, they've never worked. Like, I think their mom never worked. I think before that, their parents never worked. And it's a complete entitlement, and it's like a dreg of society. It's just dead weight. So, yep. And I can't imagine, I know there are a tremendous amount of migrants, people who are not citizens of this country. They're also on that stuff. Yeah. So I'm empathetic to those that I think have earned the ability to have that and like children and elderly, absolutely. But yeah, there are certainly tons of people that shouldn't be on it, don't deserve to be on it, and lead a very sad existence, and are probably at the same time unemployable, like terrible, like IQ levels just not high enough to even think about being a upstanding member of society or a community. So yeah, it's all gray, right? It's not black and white. Oh, I'm so happy about all those people losing it. No. It's, that's why it's important to talk about all of it. So, okay. Thank you, dude. So Broadcom, man, these big boys still leading the markets. Insane. Let's look at these futures real quick. They're kind of scaled in. The NASDAQ futures was a record close on all the index funds. The major ones, not the Russell 2000 still correlating very well within this channel. Dow Jones had a big bearish engulfing candle on the 4-hour and is still kind of selling off some. Unlike, look at the NASDAQ, right? It's just flipped positive on the day. And then the S&P futures just hanging around near its high. So, yeah, then, one I haven't looked at, which really should, would be this one right here, dude. Taiwan Semiconductor. All-time high soon. You know it. You know this is coming. Let's plot a channel here. Let's have a little fun. Probably on the top end? Yeah, the top side probably. I'm not sure how we would make this work really as a channel, a respected channel. So if you did it like this, anchored at like that, okay. So they really kind of like violated and lost the channel, but then they recaptured and reconfirmed and then just stayed within and rallied to the top, and look, testing and holding. That's pretty much how maybe we could look at the Taiwan Semiconductor uptrend. And that was the highest daily candle close on Taiwan Semiconductor since October 15th. So getting ready, man. Probably getting ready to test all-time highs and go beyond. You got to believe it, man. I mean, these, right, Nvidia, they design the chips, but they do not manufacture the chips. Apple, they design their own chips, but they do not manufacture their own chips. Apple and Nvidia both rely upon Taiwan Semiconductor to make their dreams come true. That is why, it's really important that we try to do everything we can leading up to the invasion of Taiwan. China's going to invade within the next year or two. So we need to be as self-reliant as we possibly can be by then, because it's going to crash the market no matter what. But, we maybe could be in a better spot if we really try to, insource this stuff. Building plants, which takes years, of course, but you got to get going, and we've gotten started on it. So what's up, Wits, man? Thanks for the 10 super chat. Okay, so yeah, Taiwan Semiconductor, this is also mega, 1.563 trillion. This is probably going to hit 2 trillion before they invade, for sure. Trend is too good. It's probably a decent long here. They've been chopping around since the beginning of the month. It's just been consolidating the entire month of October. So for me, man, it's almost like you have like a pennant, almost like a little pennant there. You see it? Sell wall, and then accumulation, and then that resolves, and then you see 335 and beyond. So this one will follow in suit with Nvidia, most likely. Okay, these are the ones putting in the real work. Okay, so let's oh god, the NASDAQ, dude. Oh, I can guarantee you it's Nvidia. It's Nvidia. Nvidia's up after hours at 204 right now, and will overnight probably be, by pre-market, we might be at $210. All the Asians are going to buy up Nvidia like whatever. I don't know. They're going to be buying, man. They're going to be bidding. Positive macros can spill over, and you're probably going to see a really nice overnight. So let's go to the crypto. All right, dude, could you look at Pundy Coin? I mean, dude, I've been waiting all stream for Pundy Coin. God. Here it is, man. Here's your Bitcoin. Pull back, nothing burger, literally nothing burger. My God, we almost got the gap fill, or at least to a degree, the gap fill on the futures, but they fell short. So we didn't even get a nice formal test of 112, which again would be really nice. I don't know why they're going to take it to 112.2 and then rally it. So we got front run, but very close. And that little shooting star caught a little fall through. Again, I don't think, even if it goes to 109.358, I don't think there's a problem. Like, I don't think you're in trouble. It's just the biggest trouble is being in this and watching equities go absolutely Super Saiyan. I saw the thumbnail, dude. It was on the power reader. It's over 200. Yeah, that's the disappointing aspect of Bitcoin. It is in 11 months, virtually, it's up 4%. 11 months, chat. Yikes. Your biggest crypto in the world. And then you got, oh, look, Bitcoin pulled back it's down less than 1%. And you've got Ethereum that literally puked everywhere. I mean, again, it's okay, but wow, you're down over 3%. At one point, you were down 4% at 39.30 here, and it's just like, oh, is it even worth it to make the money when the pump happens because of how just god awful this trades? Maybe it will be, man. I can't wait till we come back. And dude, Ethereum finally hit $5,000 84 years later. Still looking at the weekly here, and it's like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. They're going to do that, and then they're going to, oh, wow, look at this, chat. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 weeks of market participants now testing this structure's top. And that old 2021 candle high close, another week of it. So is it going to hold? Who knows anymore? I mean, you think it looks okay, but wow, they just wiped out any move that you got. Any sort of favorable price action last week, all wiped out. And the only silver lining we have is it's above $39.50 by $40. Okay. I mean, it's like they're not going to make this easy. They haven't made it easy. This has been like the water temple in Ocarina of Time. I mean, really, dude? You're going to be stuck in the water temple for 20 hours. Okay, go back in the other room. Use the hook shot. Get wrecked. Okay. Excuse me. We can go to... BNB real quick, down 3%, no big deal, man. Like, who even cares? Yeah, dude, CZ, they're not going to let this thing crash. They'll never, it's $1,100. It's what Ethereum should be in terms of, like, performance. It's what Bitcoin should be, but nope. BNB in a world of its own of performance. Long beyond price discovery. You broke out of that. You broke into real price discovery pretty much in July. And it's about to be November. Yeah, the rich man's crypto right here. BNB. XRP. Weekly, all right, not too bad. But the daily's kind of concerning because they finally did the thing, right? They took it up. Everything's gonna be all right, man. We're gonna be all right, but except we're testing this trading range top, and we have virtually rejected it 2 days in a row. And so if a short seller was out there and they wanted to take a shot, they could, and it'd be low risk and they'd have a high reward opportunity. If they get stopped out, your losses are minimal. That's what swing trading is all about, position trading. So you're in a bad trend. You've spent time rejecting this resistance not once, but now discernibly twice. And all you can do is pray that Bitcoin pumps. That's it. You just pray Bitcoin stops doing what it's doing and actually grows a pair and runs. So all-time highs. That's it. That's the only way XRP will be saved. If Bitcoin literally doesn't do the thing that we're waiting on, everyone in the world's waiting on all-time highs. If it doesn't do that, I don't know why XRP would hold here before rolling over. This is a very low risk area for a short seller, despite if it fails or succeeds. So one thing that kind of sucks about XRP, like on the 12-hour, for instance, this relative strength index, like they can't, they're failing every time it gets into or around the bullish control zone, rejected. Like, look at, you rejected the 60, the bullish control zone threshold in August. That was it, dude. At resistance, rolled over. Look at this. You know, the last time we tried to break into the bullish control zone in the RSI, it was that peak right here before it just collapsed. And here we are right back at it. Awful. And then you have like the argument of like hidden bearish divergence. Like it could pump, dude, but if it pumped, it would be random and there would be no technical reason it pumped. It would be, oh, it's just because the macro pumped. Oh, congratulations, Bitcoin saved the effing market. So, wow, hype in the chat for XRP not collapsing at 265, 272. If the TA is respected and we're not looking at XRP tied to Bitcoin pumping, this looks screwed. This looks like it's confirmed over. It's like, I mean, right? 1 and then 2. And it's like, if we break above 272, maybe a stop loss gets triggered for a short seller. But the thing is, you can't even be excited about XRP technically and trend wise until they recapture 311, 320. The previous discernible swing highs have to be recaptured, and you've got to go higher than them. So it's like there's still like insurmountable adversity that XRP buyers would have to overcome, even if they recaptured 272. That's when it's just like, whoa, man, that's not fun. Like they take it to the 200. It'd be the lowest high of the downtrend. They take it to an 886 from this high point to whatever, this low point. They take it up to like 303 and it makes an 886 lower high. It's still the lowest high of the downtrend. That's what I mean, how bad XRP's technical situation is right now. It's not good. So again, only way probably XRP doesn't get smoked here is Bitcoin somehow, by the grace of God, there's some catalyst that comes out and Bitcoin pumps to 124. I hope it happens, man. I hope like the short sellers fail here and it sucks and they lose. Thank you, Bitcoin. But XRP is not going to get a catalyst, I don't think. Okay, so just like, you know, things to think about, you know, bad situation here. Technicals for this one, but Bitcoin can always save it. Okay, Solana down 2.39%, not that big a deal, but right, you did not make a higher high than the previous local high. Hopefully 190 holds, right? The only hope you have is Bitcoin doesn't collapse here. Bitcoin runs to all-time highs. Man, to put in a local lower high than the previous high just from like 2 weeks ago would be like terrible. I would want to vomit, man, because you'd still have that bearish, you still have this like looming bearish wave structure. Like they could be completing the C wave now, where it's like X, A, deep retrace on B, still lower high on C, and then your extension, the deep C to D wave would be 160 and lower. I mean, so Bitcoin is okay, but man, there's just bad price action on these altcoins, and it's just adding insult to injury when it's like, hey man, you could have just invested in companies that make money that also had good technicals too. They had great setups this summer. You could have gone in at amazing value levels, strategic entries with good upside. All you had to do was just do that. And you chose to just sit in Coin or Solana or Ethereum and same price, man, since March of 2024, 18 months ago. Same price on Solana. What a market, man. Like, really. It actually used to not be this bad. Like, I think the flood of AI, I think AI, Zoomers get into the market, creating millions of scam coins monthly now. Now you have like AI bots developing scam coins at record levels. Like, there's just too many. And so now it's the boy who cried wolf. Like, it doesn't matter if your project's good. It's over, dude. No one believes you. Why would anyone believe anything you say, crypto creator? They wouldn't. They're not going to. And there's too many, and there's not enough liquidity to support this market. As you saw with the largest liquidation event in the history of crypto, just like 2 weeks ago.
Claudio D super chatted $49.99. Can you look at stocks DNXP and Poet? Yes, Poet dropped, but join Discord, please. Don't be mad if you hate these picks, lol.
Dude, I'm not gonna be mad. And even if you notice like my dejection or whatever, it's not at you, it's at the asset. And it's the asset's inability to give us something that would be educational or actionable. Thank you, Claudia. I really appreciate the 50, man. Hype in the chat. Warranted, Leroy. Okay. Yeah, there's your big cryptos, man. Like, Bitcoin's okay. Altcoins, like, just puke. Bitcoin doesn't do anything. Altcoins puke. Equities, big equities hitting all-time highs. Pumping. It's euphoria. It's the 1990s, the 1920s. It's Technicolor, dude. Market's in Technicolor right now.
Thanks for the help, Mitch.
What's up, Wids, dude? Thank you. That's your second contribution, man. Thank you, dude. We will certainly look at Roblox. Yep. We'll do, brother. Thank you. Okay, yeah, metals. What happened? Well, the correction occurs. A correction continues a little bit. I mean, not a big deal. It doesn't even matter if it goes down to 3,400, 3,450. It'd still be the highest low in the history of gold if they did that. So this is what happens, right? Big bearish engulfing candle, extremely high volume. They're continuing it lower. You know, the previous, that daily close we got a couple hours ago was the lowest daily candle close since October 3rd, since the beginning of the month. So like nearly a month lows, and right out the gate they sold it off, but it got bid into a little bit, and that's it. Still no structure, nothing you can do. Eventually the selling will subside and an attempted rally will occur. So a consolidation structure will begin to develop too, like as it has been over and over and over. Many different consolidation structures this year developed and then resolved, and took like months for them to mature. So no edge. You're just looking at an asset that has gone, is in a like virtually a bubble. Like, this is bubble stuff, man. Wild. Okay, so silver, what do you think? Same thing, man. Same thing. Oh, they even painted a nice little candle here. I don't know if it's gonna be a pin bar. I mean, it looks like a pin bar. You'd have to get fall through today. But again, maybe the pin bar to attempt the rally, and they could put in a lower high and then confirm that we're screwed for a while. We're going to consolidate lower, whatever. But things were too frothy here. And, you know, what actually was not the lowest daily close you'd seen since the beginning of the month. So, but they did intraday take it to its lowest level since September 26th. But all right, no edge, no structures. The things we need to gain an edge in the market, metals are not showing us that. They're not giving it to us. Wait a second though. Remember that time there was soybean futures, and then soybean futures, a news-driven catalyst occurred. China's beginning to buy our soybeans again. Guess what happened? Highest daily candle close since July 5th of 2024. Well, there you go. We got ourselves a big reversal on soybeans. Probably targeting for 1185 here. Your trend's reversing. Now you have higher highs to back up the higher lows. Hype in the chat. Get your soybeans while you can, dude. Whew. Bro, no pulse chain, dude. Come on, man. Like, get it together. Wow. PayPal reported earnings and was up nearly 4%. It's up another 1.5% after hours. But my God, PayPal is above 72.24 right now. And guess what? It's like a higher low dragon situation, possibly. Look, it's just like this is just like Baba got before its most recent melt up. Look at that. Okay, you see it? Burn the image in your mind. Pattern recognition, fractals. You see it? Stare at it a few more seconds. So it's burnt. And then what in the F is different about PayPal and Baba? Nothing different. And you even have higher lows behind you too on PayPal. So the trend's already like in waves reversed. There's already more than before over the course of the year. So bottom was put in. So you're just like waiting probably for Baba to, or PayPal to do the thing, which is the rally. So, yep. Wouldn't be too surprised here. Baba, though, look at this, man. Above 164.68, you're all right. You fall below that, it's a good place to maybe have a stop loss at this point. If you're still riding from the low points, good protect the stop at this point because you've already lost it. But you've already reconfirmed it as support. So if you're going to be testing and falling below that again, you might be cooked for a more significant drawdown. Could reassess. But yeah, you are really good above 164, 168 especially. So Regeneron, man, up 11.82%. Look at this freaking candle, man. Woo. Earnings, of course. It was good, man. Top to bottom beat. And approaching 664. Big resistance from 2020. And hopefully you can break it. Skyworks, man, this one was so range bound for so long. Like kind of a failed M shape. But my God, as they spring back tested back in April, man, look what it's turned into. But they took it so high. And that thing, I mean, from its highest point of the day, Skyworks dropped 12%, rejecting a mega level that was once support. It flipped to resistance. Kind of rough, yeah. Triple D that was so much nicer. It was up 20+% on Newsreport Catalyst yesterday. It only closed up 3.91%. So disappointing what could have been, but you're still golden waiting on 460 and beyond. Volatility index, if you don't know, it had a little tick up today. Wow, look at yesterday. That is like a bullish abandoned baby type situation, kind of. That's a morning star, though. Morning doji star almost that caught follow through. So I wonder if they put in a higher low here. Things are getting frothy. Okay, look at the big cryptos. Look at the metals. Look at the Mag 7s. We can just look at the futures so you can just see, or the index fund futures so you can see the history. Gotta extend this out, man. They recapture the channel. Wow, we're so close to 1618. Almost there, dude. I'm just gonna have an alert set up. $6,944. Right there. I mean, obviously a record close, and they could just send it. Nvidia continues to run. Maybe Apple rebounds. Microsoft start. These are getting really hot all of a sudden. Wow. Thought it was over, right? Nah. NASDAQ futures. Look at it. Oh my God. They hit the top of the channel. That is crazy. I think we've already exceeded the 1618 on this one. All-time high to the April low. Yep. Wow, we hit it for the first time ever yesterday, and we broke it and closed above it today. But just keep in mind, this very well respected supply line is right where you closed. So we're overbought. Trend-wise, we're overbought. But we'll see. Over $26,000. First time ever. Hype in the chat. historical close on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Yesterday we saw the high, the first 1272 test, or I mean correlation ever, first fib extension, and then the 1414 is on deck, I guess. So this thing's just boogieing higher, man, crazy. And then the Russell 2000 futures, man, what a, they're just not there. This thing's so tame in this channel. They're not letting it really get going, even though it's still trading at all-time highs, still trading above the 2021, 2024 peaks. Just, wow, that is crazy respect of an uptrend you've been in. So when they gonna let the small caps go, man? Did it do LAC yet? LAC getting wrecked, dude. You want to see LAC? Why not? Dump it, dude. Down 3.4%. Down another 0.3% after hours. Correcting, man. Well, we discussed 566 seemed like the next level. They're going to try to defend it. But if they don't, yeah. If they don't, probably $5. You don't hold $5. Wheel. It was fun playing. 378. Probably lose 20+% of your value real fast below $5. So, yep, that's how it goes, man. Sometimes breakaway gaps, even. But you'd be surprised if momentum ever shifts back in the hands of the buyers here. They'll rip it higher so fast. So, it shouldn't matter if you're in from the high twos, which most people in this community should be. I don't know what you're doing. Like, who are you? You have no right to own LAC in the $8s, $9s, and $10. You're not a member of this community. You just, like, literally ignored me for months, and then you bought after. It's like, just ban yourself. Ban yourself. If you FOMO'd in, get banned. But do it yourself. Okay, let's get these requests. A couple requests, man. Been live now nearly an hour. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. We got local on the 8s. Let's go, dude. Melissa, Hurricane Melissa, freak. What a freak. Buzzsaw. Fell below 900 millibars. Barometric pressure. What a sick storm. Destroyed Jamaica, man. What, heading into Cuba now? Hopefully hitting land will weaken it, which I'm sure it has already. But yeah. And then it gets away from everything. So, all right, let's see here. The first request was, Boeing. Yeah, Pepe Goner. A Jamaican Pepe Goner. Yeah, dude, it does look like a bull flag. Downsloping consolidation structure for sure. Wow, that is, you know what it looks like? Almost looks like Google. Different context, but you never know, right? Someone could interpret this as, dude, the sellers succeeded in defending 234 as resistance. Like, that's a big deal, dude. I wonder if it goes back further. No, that's it. That major reversal point from 2020, major back test 2021 before it collapsed, test resistance collapsed or sells off. So if they're, consolidating tightly after failing multiple times, and it's just this, it's not in bad shape. So strategizing, and it's going to be tougher because, historical inflection points, there are none. Typically, when does it ever reverse? Right here, right now. Maybe one time at 219, 220. All right, daily candle close, chat. Jesus chimes. A pretty garbage day for crypto, if you care. Yeah, garbage day for crypto. Nice how it started with the M shape, the shock. Okay. Let's think here. Let's look here. Listen. So that big resistance of 234. I mean, someone could look at this almost like Wyckoff accumulation. They could. I wonder if it is. And you could be in like the final phase, and this is it. This is like your, I guess if you cared about Boeing and you were going to strategize at this point, I think the only way that you could try to set a stop loss up that's kind of strategic. Wait a second, we got earnings tomorrow, so never mind. This bull flag could be made tomorrow when they report. This thing could be up 7%, breaking out of the bull flag, breaking above 234 tomorrow. At the same time, it could be collapsed below 212, which was where I was going to say maybe someone could set a protective stop loss below this little swing low they put in just throughout the month, this month. So yeah, coin flip. I mean, earnings season is here, and we are in the biggest week of earnings season. So you really want to check the assets you're looking at to apply technicals, because the kryptonite of technicals is certainly earning reports, news-driven catalysts. At least with earning reports, it's here. News-driven catalyst. You wake up, oh my God, it's up 20%. Oh, it's down 20%. Nothing you can do, like black swan stuff. But yeah, it looks like a bull flag, but can you trade it? No. You can gamble. You can literally you can get a coin out, you can flip it, and it can land one way or another, and that's virtually how it's going to end up tomorrow for Boeing. Unless you have inside information. If you do, don't tell anyone about it, but make maximum profit off of it. Just don't tell anyone, because it's illegal as F. Okay? Or officially, don't do anything with that inside information. Do nothing. Even yourself. Okay. Nvda. Novo Nordisk. This is the Ozempic bros. Oh my God, what a dream it was. Only thing we can look at here is the beautiful way it concluded. It was the fat man, the morbidly obese, head and shoulders, and only lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lowest low, lowest high. Formal rejection of key inflection point from 2021 and rolling over, and you're just waiting now for 47.41 and nothing to do but wait. That's it. That's the next support. You are in the dead middle of two inflection points. So that's coin flipping. Try to long this, try to short this, flip your coins. But yeah, rejecting 58 bucks equaled 47.41 as a target, and then maybe you can complete an M shape here. Yeah, there's opportunity. There could be things that consolidation structures. There could be M shapes that develop and mature, like they get to their completion zones at 47.48 here, but not until then. So and you broke a bad action magnet move. There's nothing to do on this asset till 47.41, and that's it. And if you don't, and the trend's so miserable too. It's such a bad trend. Yeah. Got nothing for this asset. Nothing. So that means I think you still have another 8.62% downside. So just hang out, man. Go take some insulin, and because you're Ozempic, bro, go taking it, shot of insulin, and have an apple. Michael Scott would say. Boeing mass gets wrecked. Yeah, dude, there's so many bad things about it. You get... you lose your eyesight. Hey, dude, here's a great idea if you're obese. Cut down on your caloric intake in exercise. That's the founding father of Ozempic. That is the real Ozempic. Okay? Very easy to do. It really is. But nah, dude, let me just inject something that's going to ruin my body and probably my soul too. Food rots in your stomach. Dude, it is like, I mean, there's a reason why the chart looks like this when we have froth on top of froth, record closes on Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Apple, all-time highs. The markets were in the 1920s, 1990s right now, and you got Ozempic. Look at it. That's the reason, because people got wise to it. what the side effects were, and it's definitely not worth it at all. You have to be really in a bad spot. You'd have to be, oh, my 600-pound life, but I'm like the extreme version of 600-pound life. I'm like 900 pounds. You know what? If you're 900 pounds, Ozempic's probably for you. For at least to start it out. But I mean, if you're 900 pounds, it's like, all you gotta do is just like put handcuffs on and just exist for a day. You lose 50 pounds. That's great Ozempic too. Handcuffs. God. Anyway, so yeah, is there really a... No, there's no point. All right, TNXP. Tonix Pharmaceuticals Holding Corporation. I guess it's split, yeah. I had one line on this chart. I wonder when I looked at it. Oh, mother of God. Okay, Claudio, let's look at its lifetime history. We got to go tripping through time. We got to scale out this asset at one time. Had an all-time high price of... I've never seen anything like it. $101 million per share was its all-time high. 101 million. I've never seen that in my life, chat, ever. Did you just hear what I said? $100 million per one share of TNXP when it IPO'd. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. It goes back more. You can't believe this. Billion, 5 billion, 7, 10, 12 billion. What the? 25.7 billion dollars per share. Okay. I thought I've seen it all. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Okay. So it literally, the record, let's see, it opened it IPO'd, initial public offering at $26,240 million. Okay. Down 4.23%. It's trading at $19.50. It's a little different, isn't it? Reverse splits, okay. Well, whatever, dudes. Whatever. Well, reverse split. How about the crashes represent? They never make money, ever. I mean, talking literally never. You could like start a company and just sit there and do nothing, and you're going to be more efficient than TNXP, Tonix Pharmaceuticals. All right. What is it, dude? It's consolidating at the lowest levels we've ever seen. I just like, I don't. Again, you're better off just going long on Tesla, dude, and waiting 6 months. I think you'll probably make more money than Tonix. If it pumps, it's going to be random. You're going to be, again, if you buy TNXP, you're just walking into the casino and you're going directly to the slot machine and you're just pulling the lever. Okay? There's nothing about like grandmothers do this. Grandmas, your great uncle, people with, they become addicted to that slot machine. You're doing that with Tonix. It's the Tonix pharmaceutical slot machine with, the medical stuff. It's medical themed, and it says $26 billion IPO, the largest we've ever seen on the machine. Ding, ding, ding. It doesn't matter. Okay. It pumps, you win your little slot machine pool, but good luck. How many times? Anyway, I can't spend any more time on it. I'm sorry. But Claudia, I'm grateful, man. Poet Technologies, a little bit better of a chart. Thank God. A lot better. Nothing could be worse than the chart we just looked at. Nothing. Okay? That's as bad as it gets. Here's Poet Technologies Incorporated. Okay? A no-trend asset since 2008. Oh my God, man. What have they been doing? Hey, these guys never make money either. Okay. Is there a structure that sticks out right now as I'm speaking to you? Nah. No. Nope. There's not. It is, how it goes here, man. It's like, I mean, sure, maybe an Ember Head and Shoulders, maybe if we're grasping at straws here because you requested this, You know, maybe you had a momentum shifting. Yeah, it looks pretty. It's very pretty right there, isn't it? Yeah, and then look, you get a little neckline. You broke out. Okay, cool. As long as you stay above 617, I guess you're broken out. And then I guess you would be targeting for just the next inflection point, which is 12 bucks. So you're at $7 here. If it hold, I mean, even if you fall below 611, if you can make a higher low than 326, think about the losses you'd incur owning this, and it goes down to like 4 bucks, and then puts in a higher low. Oh my God. Poet Technologies, it jumps after major $75 million equity deal. Oh, so someone, right? Someone put money in this a lot, so I guess that's what you got going. You're not at the bottom of the range. The bottom of the range is between, or was between 91 cents and 183. You can see the inflection points. That's the area, if you're gonna try to take a shot, that's the best area to take an entry, strategic stop loss, and understanding you do have at that level the most upside potential. You are so far removed from that. So we're up here at 7 bucks. You know what happened a few days ago? You hit the highest price since March of 2022. All right, this is a weekly chart, by the way. So yep. I mean, I'm not, like, I don't know, to me, it's a no trend. They don't make money. We have the frothiest markets we've seen since 2021 going on right now, understand? Okay? 4+ years of froth. Or just like, I mean, yeah. And you got this sitting near the basement forever. So if it holds, if it makes a higher low, if it pulls back, I guess you'd be targeting for 12 bucks. If you break that, then 1837. If you want optimum risk management, 91 to 183 zone. Okay. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, my inverse head and shoulders. I mean, it's there. Definitely on the daily too. Looks like it, right? Okay. We'll send it higher. The higher high kind of reversed the trend where you're kind of midterm making higher highs, higher lows consecutively. So okay, RBLX, Roblox for wits. Roblox Corporation. Oh my God. What a shot. This thing setting up for all-time highs by the looks of it. Momentum is super strong. The consolidation structure is reaccumulation. And even when they test the old all-time high from November 2021, you test, you're making higher lows. So to me, it's like a pennant. You have this little pennant going on, and yeah, dude, you see it. They break this 141. It's going to be price discovery, and you want targets. Pretty easy to target for price discovery on this one. High point to low point. Started with a Gartley or a bat pattern. It was a Gartley bat, a Bartley, or a GAT. It's a bullish GAT pattern, whatever. Type 2 return, the higher low, and then it's been gone. So yeah, dude, this might be, I mean, if you're a momentum trader, this looks pretty good. I mean, your stop loss would probably just be below 120 at this point, right below that little swing low they put in, and they tested the overhead resistance old all-time high. Again, they pulled back, made another higher low. I think that'd probably be a good cutoff for trying to long this pennant, and you'd let it ride because your first target's 170. I think if you were longing this, you'd be targeting for 173.50, the 127.2 extension. So Roblox is actually really interesting here. Wow, great looking little pennant. They might be asking for it, dude. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Biofuel is a poet. Oh, they didn't know it. Oh, okay. Edgar Allan Poe is the CEO, dude. Okay, look back to Bitcoin real quick. See that daily, you know, it's like, look, dude, it's kind of garbage price action. I really hope you don't confirm The high here. Oh my God, look, here's a high and here's the exact same high, and now we're confirmed screwed. The last thing you want is real weakness, like mega drawdowns, like what XRP looks like it could have potential to do. You don't want that. My God, we need to hold 112. If we don't hold 112, mother of God, we really need to hold 109.358. I mean, these are mandatory things. I can tolerate losing 112, but losing 109.358, I'm going to, you know, throw something out the window because that's terrible. And if you're at 109.358 on Bitcoin, XRP's melting down. Ethereum destroyed. Very well below 39.50, the threshold of tolerance for owning the asset. So yeah, I just hope all that doesn't happen. I hope we're good, man. Don't worry about it, bro, because you're above the levels. The only time to start getting kind of disgusted is, I think, maybe below 108.4. And you see the 109.358 is now confluent with a 200-day simple moving average. They're touching right now. That is it. So that's why you really don't want to lose the 109.358, because the 200 moving average is right there too. So, okay. Let's hold. Let's say forget that. Forget going down there again. No. Let's go to 124 and beyond. Okay.
Hey
Let's
Mitch,
stop
long
out.
time viewer, thank you for all you do. Can you look at Dot?
What's up, Arya? Arya Ziane. Thank you so much for the 20. Yeah, Dot. Department of Transportation. Sure, dude. Oh wait, it's a government entity, so it sucks and isn't listed on any exchange. Because yeah, but yeah, we'll go to Polkadot. Sure, bro. Oh my God, dude. Let me try to find one with the most data. Did they take this one to 0? They did take this one to 0. Oh, dude. There's not. This one's in an XRP type situation where there's nothing to do. There's nothing you can do on an asset like this. Can we look for structures? We look for structures to conclude their development. We look for structures to conclude their development with positive price action correlation to historical inflection points with an edge, with some help from the oscillators. You just crashed to 64 cents on Binance. The rally you had was bullcrap. It's so pathetic that they can't even locally make a higher high or even rival the high from October 13th. This is terrible. Like, I would never want to own this asset, ever. I would wait for $2 and still not buy it. There is nothing to do on these altcoins. They're miserable garbage trash with no working product, service, or good. There's no mathematical way to gauge their value, and there's no enforcement from the coin creators to pay you as a coin holder. There's literally no reason to own these scams, okay? DOT is just another one of those scams, and look at it. The trend's terrible. There's no structure that helps us see, oh, it could be okay. It's all garbage. Lower highs, lower lows. Rug pulls, you name it, dude. What a bonanza for scammers, dude. Bro, but 2020, yeah, it fell below that. It's trading near that. I mean, it's without the scam wick, it's still the lowest low you've seen since its inception 5+ years ago. Terrible. No reason to own it. If you want to lose money, by all means, go ahead. Own these things. Okay. Whew. Disgusting. Okay. I mean, just like, why do you think we don't look at these micro cap scam coins anymore? Like, we used to look at them. There used to be valid reasons to. You used to have structures that would develop and they would catch big reactions. You could make some good money. Not even being levered, just spot price. But it doesn't work anymore. Like, the market legit has been so stretched thin, like butter across a piece of toast, that there's just not enough liquidity to service the market. And now your technicals are miserable. A level that you had created over 5 years ago that was successfully defended, if not flirted with and held for 5 years, it broke. It's like the wall, dude. The wall, it was, in Westeros, it held up for 6,000 plus years, and then some idiot takes a dragon across the wall and gets killed and then gets possessed, and it knocks down the whole wall. And it's like, really? What was even the point of putting up the wall if we're just going to do that? What a joke. Screw dot, okay? Let the army of the dead destroy all. Okay. I'm getting hungry, man. So, just hold 112. If we don't hold 112, I'll see you at 109.358. If we don't hold 109.358, I'm probably going to, be done. Okay? Going to be done with it all. We got a CPI, or not CPI, we got an interest rate cut tomorrow, I believe, early afternoon. So you're going to be getting short-term volatility no matter which way it goes. So just be prepared for that. And that's it. So thank you all for coming out. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. And I'll just be back. So until next time, respect the TA.
Adios, turd nuggets.